Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm very late on this, but I was just super tired last night, did not want to cover any of this, so I'm covering it right now. I'm super late, everybody's already covered it, but I do have some calculations. I'm not super in-depth on these, because I think these characters are ones that you're going to want to see in-game. I don't think you're just going to be able to look for calcs on these guys, because they're going to be in a lot of different scenarios. You may be wondering who I'm talking about with these guys, because we're like almost a minute, or we're 30 seconds in. I haven't even mentioned them. We're looking at the new Carnival Goku and the Carnival Gohan. The Goku is based off of the Kai intro, and the Gohan is based off of the Dragon Ball Z intro. So, I mean, these characters look pretty interesting. Just like I like their super attack designs. I kind of like what's going on with their kits. I kind of like the idea a little bit. Not a huge fan of their links. Like I said, these units have been out. I saw the info last night, so this isn't a true reaction. But I wanted to go ahead and just get a video out covering them, because I didn't get another video out today. So I figured I'd just start with this, because this was a good place to start before I sit down and start trying to record things for tomorrow. See, is tonight the night? Anyway, so Carnival base Goku. Shout out to Goresh for getting these translations out. Leads Turtle School. You know, I'm actually going to pull that up real quick. Okay, I went ahead and pulled up the Turtle School category just to kind of give it a look. This is going to be our first true like category lead for it in terms of like a real category style. There is Roshi, but he was only like 120%, I believe. Yes, 120% for Roshi. So this is going to be our first real category leader for this team. That's really good. Before, you know, we only had Hard Virus Goku. Ooh, don't look at ads. You know, this is this is basically just like the Goku category. There's several of these categories in the game now that are just basically the Goku category. It's like this, Bond of Friendship, which Bond of Friendship does have a few extras on it, but it's also mostly just like the Goku category. So, let's see, we got Roshi on the category. Roshi can still do some stuff in Super Battle Road. Same with this Heart Virus Goku. I don't really use these two for anything. I'm actually link leveling. This is my leader right now on my link level team. I'm getting really close to 500 link level 10 units. I may have hit it. I'll have to check here in a minute while I was at work. I know I was getting really close. So if that's the case, then that's probably going to be the next video I film, and that'll go up tomorrow, I think. So be on the lookout for that. If I hit 500 link level 10 units, which I think I did. We got UI Goku. He's still, you know, you're using him now for the same purpose you were when he came out, and that's for his dodging. So, I mean, that's good. This guy just easy 8. He's okay. This guy can still, both of these have about the same usage. You're bringing them, like, just on whatever team you're running that you can bring them on. You're bringing them as, like, the 5th, 6th option on the team. This guy's still super good. You know, this guy's coming up on an easy A. You're not using him. So, you know, just looking at the LR lineup, this guy's good. So we'll actually have all the Carnival. This will be basically the Carnival Goku team, because it's led by Carnival Goku. You've got Carnival Goku, Carnival Goku. So I mean that'll be fun, right? What else we got here? God Goku, just easy aid. You know, this is solid. It's the Goku team, right? So you're gonna be able to find spots for people. You got this God Goku. This guy's okay. Listen, you guys watched my video I did on this guy? That came out today. Let me know what you thought of this guy in that showcase. I was super, super excited, guys. Couldn't you tell? So, next up we have... or, I'm sorry, not next up, but just like looking at the category, kind of next up in the options. This guy is okay without Heroes units. He's like one of the only units on Heroes that you can run without Heroes units. I mean, yeah, it's basically... It's basically the Goku team plus Yamcha. I mean, like, who else on here? Like, you're not running any of the Krillins. You're not running any of the Grandpa Gohans. You're not running any of the Roshis right now. Except maybe this Roshi in, like, Super Battle Road. So, I mean, you know, if you like running Gokus, this is going to be the Goku team. The issue that you're going to run into is I don't think... Yeah, in fact, I know Gohan is not on Turtle School. And, let's just say you're going to be wanting to run the Goku and Gohan next to each other because their key is not good. So they're going to be very self-sufficient on the key in their own passive and not really helping out the rest of the rotation. So, like, whoever they're sitting next to needs to also be self-sufficient with ki. So really, I actually don't know if you're actually going to be running this team because there's not really, I'm looking at it, there's not really any crazy supports on the team that I'm seeing. Let me know if there's any that I'm forgetting. And the Goku doesn't have very good ki links. So actually, as I'm sitting here thinking about this, looking at the Turtle School category, I don't really know how it's going to go running two of these guys because I also want to be in like slot 1, which I think can work. But it's like whoever you're having next to them, they need to be really self-sufficient with ki, like God Goku. But then I don't know, they're only sharing like what, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Other than that, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Then he is raising attack and defense on 1 turn on his 12 ki. He is stacking defense and raising attack for 1 turn on his 18 ki. This guy's pretty. I was really happy whenever because I actually saw Gohan first. So I was really happy whenever I opened this guy up and there wasn't 100 different super attacks that you can get. I do find unit supers really fun and exciting to see, but for calculating things, it's just like, it's too many possible scenarios. I don't even want to think about it. We got the passive skill. He's getting 4 ki and 59% attack and defense and guard for 6 turns, so that's pretty solid. This is, so from the semicolon up is just the intro buff. So 4 ki, 59% attack and defense, and guard for 6 turns. That's pretty good. Like I said, we haven't gotten to the key links yet. That's over here. I should probably just go ahead and talk about it now, but I'm going to wait. We'll build up the anticipation that everybody watching this already knows because I'm late. But yeah, giving himself ki is going to be really very important on this character. And then they also get another 4 ki just at the start of turn. So that's, really good. So like if you have their intro active, which is just, you're going to have their intro active for the first 6 turns. So for the first 6 turns, they're going to be starting out with 8 ki. So if you're on like a traditional leader skill before links, they're going to be starting out at 14 ki. So you're only going to need 18 ki for the... Oh, goodness. Yeah, 8. So if they're starting out with 12, you're only going to need 6 ki, which I say only need 6 ki. 6 ki is actually not super easy to come across, but since this guy is kind of meant to be a slot 1 character, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to skip this survive KO attack thing, but he's getting up to 5 ki for each attack received. So you're going to be in total able to have like 13 ki, which with your normal leader skill is 19 ki. So if you have this fully built up and your intro still active, you're going to be starting out the turn with... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I can't do math. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 4 is 14, not 12. Don't listen to whatever I just said. So you're only going to need 4 ki to get the Ultra Super attack, and then you can build up the additional 5 ki and start with 19 ki, so long as the intro is off. Once that wears off, then you'll be starting with 15 ki before key links. Anyway, he survives KO attacks once per turn, I believe. Yeah, once per turn, he survives KO damage. And then once only in the battle, if you survive the KO attack, you heal 59% HP at the end of the turn. So if you survive, like, let's say you're using this guy with the STR Carnival Goku or the Tech Bardock, and you have the Scouter up, you see a super attack in, like, the last turn of the rotation, you can put this Goku there knowing that he will survive, even if his guard isn't up. Because he's going to, like, take that damage, survive with 1 HP, and then that turn ends, and you get 59% HP back. So that's really good. And that'll count, like, it counts at the end of turn, not at the start of the next turn. So if you have a character like Golden Frieza, like AGL Golden Frieza, the TUR at, like, the start of the next turn, you're going to heal at the end of the turn, so he'll still have his passive up whenever you go. Kind of like the Dokkan attack. So that's really good. This isn't, like, the most useful ability ever, especially because I think most of the time you're going to want this guy in slot 1, so if he does survive that KO super, you're probably just going to immediately die then after to any other attack on the turn, because you can't take less than 1 damage, because that's what you're going to survive with on the KO. So that's, like this. I don't think this is the most useful ability ever, but I think as time goes on, it could be okay if this guy ever falls into, like, a floating role. So then he gets 59%. This is a multiplicative buff for the rest of the battle after he receives the 5th attack. That's not... The 5 attacks is not super hard. We'll get to Gohan here in a second, and this attack. Yeah, gain additional attack and gain an additional attack up 120% for the rest of the battle, starting from the 9th attack. That's going to be less common. Like, the only place you're going to get this is maybe like the Metal Cooler Core, or some of the other longer, maybe like the Broly Red Zone or the Cell Max Red Zone if you get decent luck with attack placement. This guy is a slot 1 unit, so he is going to be prone to taking more attacks. But outside of like the Metal Cooler Core, I don't know where you're going to be getting this right now. Maybe the Omega Fight's about to come out and it's going to be insane and we'll be able to get that super easily. But until then, we will see. Again, this is a multiplicative buff. And then high chance to counter Key Blast super attacks. Or high chance to counter... Okay, Goresh just has counter twice, so yeah. You counter with tremendous power. So yeah, high chance to counter key-based super attacks with tremendous power, basically. Anyway, next page. This is where it gets kind of... Oh, no, this is the active skill first. So you can use this when HP is 59% or below, or after 5 turns. This is really good. Basically, this is saying Super Battle Road. You can go in there and get it at like the start of the second fight, or if you just fall below 59% HP, you have this guy on like turn 2, boom, you're going to get it. Super, super great. I love that. Or you can use it once 5 or more turns have gone by. This is going to be basically all other content. Once 5 turns are up, you use it. So I really like this condition. You're going to see this often. And Warrior Raised on Earth, that's another like Goku category basically. So, oh, I'm sorry. This is actually the Earth-bred Warrior now, guys. What do you think of that name? Do you like that? Just raises attack, all attacks become crits. That you really want to see that on active skills. This critical hits. This is very important for active skills. It just makes sure your active skill crits, which is what everybody wants. You know, most people are going to reset the turn until their active skill crits. But 2, it gives you crits for the turn. So this is really good. This is where it gets dark. So links, Saiyan Warrior Race, All in the Family, Experienced Fighters, Infighter, Z Fighters, Fierce Battle Legendary Power. Can anybody in the class raise their hand and answer what's wrong here? Anybody? Oh, Timmy, you can answer. Oh, you're right, Timmy. There's no key here. There's no key links on a 2023 LR. Carnival exclusive banner LR may not return for like 6 months or more. Carnival exclusive, no key links. So this is where I was talking about it's going to be very important that, one, they're giving themselves key, but not just them. It's not enough that just they give themselves good key, which they do. The unit next to them, the character next to them in the slot like 2 or 3 or wherever you're running this character, they also need good key links or good key. They need to be self-sufficient with key as well because they're not getting any from this guy. I mean, I don't know what the choice is to do that, but they made that choice. I think obviously the way you're meant to use these units is next to each other, because I'm just going to go ahead and pop over to Gohan real quick and just click on his links. You can see Innocence, Saiyan Warrior Race, All in the Family, Z Fighters, Gaze of Respect, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. They share 5 out of 7. Saiyan Warrior Race, All in the Family, Z Fighters, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. So since they're both, and they have essentially the same like key. Oh, that's right, this guy's a million unit supers, but yeah, you can see 4 key here, 4 key here, builds up 5 key. So essentially the same key passive. So that's kind of the idea. Is you want Gohan or Goku in slot 1 holding it down, he gives himself key, and then Gohan in slot 2, and he's giving himself key. So then you don't have to worry too much about like key links, because they just share attack links. So Turtle School, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Bond of Friendship, Bond of Parent and Child, Warrior Raised on Earth, Power Hope, Full Power Kamehameha, Final Trump Card. I'm not really sure where you're going to be running this guy. I mean, I think he's good on all of his teams, for sure. He's a Goku unit. But having no key links isn't really sitting well with me. So it's just going to be one of those things where it's like, okay, can we bring him? Great. Who are we putting next to him? Where are we going to be using him? Like, you're going to want to think about how you're going to use this guy. Because key is going to be so, like everybody's just going to be key hungry. So it's just a thought that you want to have whenever using this guy. Then we're going to go ahead and hop over to... I'm just going to click back on that. We're going to go ahead and hop over... We can close the Turtle School. We already looked at that. We're going to look at Gohan now. Sorry this video is like 15 minutes. I don't know. I don't know why. I just get on here and ramble. So we got the 12 key, just raises attacks. This is bad, basically. I mean, that's... He needs to be raising defense here. His 18 key, just his normal one, stacks attack and defense. That's going to be a 20% stack. If you're able to get the unit super attack, he's greatly stacking attack and still just raising defense, I believe, normally. Oh, I think I messed up. Did I mess up my calcs? Maybe this is 30%. This is definitely 20%. I think because of how this is worded, this will be 30%. So I think this is going to be the greatly raised, which I believe is 40% stack. I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think this is a 50% stack. I don't know how this... I don't know. Anyway, the attack doesn't matter. I only care about the defense, but... I think this might be a 30% stack. I know this is a 20. This, I'm pretty sure, is a 30. I did the calcs as if this is a 30. So hopefully this is a 30. I think because of the and raises, because this is raises attack and defense. I think this is greatly raised attack and raised defense. So this is like two separate. This isn't inclusive. So I think this is going to be 30. Anyway, and it's an AoE. So we can already tell that this guy's going to be nerfed into oblivion. You have to have a Goku, Krillin, Yamcha, or Tien on the turn. His second unit super is the same effect, and it's with Piccolo. Yeah. Obviously, together with Mr. Piccolo. I really like his animations. Like, if you watch the Z opening, I mean, like, that shot of Piccolo just standing there, like, this is a really good shot. So, going on to the next thing, we got the passive. It's effectively the same as Goku. I'll just kind of point out the differences. It's 4 key and 58% attack instead of 59% attack. Oop. Where'd I go? Oh, yeah, here we go. Anyway, and then instead of getting guard, he gets an additional attack that has a great chance to be a super attack for 6 turns. This is not good, especially because we just went over, his 12 key is horrible. So, like, this is providing you basically no value other than just being an additional attack. Key plus 4, attack and defense 158%. So that's, you know, key plus 4, attack and defense 159%. It's just like, Goku is like 59, and then Gohan is 58, so that's why they're just doing number play there like they always do. He gets the Master Roshi ability. He reduces damage received from abilities who have been hit by this character's ultra super attack or super attack for 30%, blah, 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 blah. 30% damage reduction if you do an ultra super attack and you're facing one enemy. If you're facing multiple enemies, then the 30% damage reduction only applies to the unit that you attacked with the 18 keys, how that works. Then he's going to build up key... and 8% defense per attack received. I actually think this is better than Goku's because you're incrementally going to get that defense instead of getting it all at once on the hits. So it'll take a little bit longer to get hit. What is this? 5 divided by 58 is... Let's see, 56 is, what, 7? No. Oh, goodness, I can't do math. Yeah, 56 is times 7. So you'd have to go to 64 then as the next multiple, which is 8. So you need to get hit 8 times to build this up. So that's not... I mean, that's still... I talked about it in the last one. Getting hit more than 5 times is a lot. But at least you're getting this incrementally, like, as the battle goes on. It's not like Goku where you have to wait until you get the 5th hit to get all of it. This is you're just getting little bits and pieces each time. So that's really good. After the 5th attack received, you get 58% attack. And then you get an additional super attack for the rest of battle when the 8th attack has been received. So whenever you build up this full defense, then you get this additional attack. So that's good. So I guess if you're able, like if you're in the Metal Cooler Core and you're able to get, you can get this great chance to additional, this chance to additional, and your hidden potential. So you can get the normal, the great chance, the guaranteed, and then the hidden potential. So that's good. Except for most of those are going to be 12 keys, and you're just raising attack. So you're going to be doing damage. That's cool. It'd be really nice if he was raising defense for one turn on this. Then it'd be really powerful. Maybe that's why they didn't want to give it to him, is because of the capabilities to do that many multiple supers in a turn. But I mean, is it really that powerful? I don't know. He can, do his like Great Ape thing. He's not on the Great Ape category, or he's not on the giant form category. He is on Great Ape power though, I think. Can use, it's basically the same condition as Goku, but 58% instead of 59, and a Bond of Master and Disciple category, which we didn't go over it. I forgot to, but yeah, this guy actually leads Bond of Master and Disciple. We can look at that real quick after. I just want to get into the unit since this is 20 minutes already. Yeah, massively raises attack, and he only gets super effective against all types for some reason. I guess because he's an AoE, they didn't want him doing a guaranteed crit AoE to all enemies, I guess, is the reasoning. Sure, whatever. Links, like we already went over these. He actually does have a key link, though. He has Gaze of Respect. This is good. I can go ahead and pull... You have Gaze of Respect. Let's see, we can look at it right here. So yeah, 2 key, 10% attack and defense. That's going to be really, really good. Sadly, you can't link them, but let's go ahead and open this link. Who can you get this with? This guy might be easy Aing. You're not running these two. You're not running these two. You're not running him. I guess this guy... What teams do they share? Bond of Master and Disciple, I guess. Yeah. So you can run this guy on the team, and, he won't be supporting him, and he'll be missing out on some parts of his kit, but I guess this guy's probably the most relevant that you want to be running with this guy. Because, I mean, yeah, and then these two suck. So, man, this link, not very good, but at least you have this guy. Yeah. Maybe this guy will easy A and just, like, break the game? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe this guy's easy A will be really good. Maybe that's the intention. He's pretty bare bones at the moment. We can close this. We can close this. Yeah, Bond of Master and Disciple, pretty good. This guy's kind of coming up on an easy A. I don't give opinions on these guys. Not using them on the team, not very good. You could get by using him. He's probably coming up on an easy A. You suck. He's really good, so that's good. He's maybe the best unit in the game still. They're like top 3, 4 in the game still. You can probably get some use out of him. We already talked about Roshi. They're probably coming up on an easy A in about a month. What else do we have here? I'm just looking for anything notable. Oh, hey, Grandpa Gohan's mask, by the way, just came to Dragon Ball The Breakers. Let me know if you're a big Breakers fan. Let's see, I'm looking for super notable. This team's very top heavy. You can get by using Pan on the team. That's good. This Kid Goku just easy 8 on global. Like I said, this guy's probably a must run on the team, even though he's not getting his full passive. Since you won't have... I mean, there are a bunch of movie heroes here now. You can, run him. You can just run him and... yeah, that's what you could do. You could run this guy, and Orange Piccolo's a rotation. And then this guy's on Bond of Master and Disciple, right? We looked at him. Bond of Friend. Is he not? Is he not on Bond of Master and Disciple? Oh. That's interesting. I guess they're not putting Goku on this team for some reason. Am I missing it? Turtle School, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Bond of Friendship, Bond of Parent and Child, Warriors Reunited, Power of Hope. Huh. Well, that sucks. So you can't run the Carnival LRs on each other's teams. That's so weird. I figured you'd at least be able to do it on Gohan's. Because you want to run them together. So what team are you going to run them on together? Bond of Parent and Child? Vegeta and Trunks' team? Warriors Race? I mean, I'm sure there's teams you can do it, but that's really weird. I figured... Huh. Well, anyway. So yeah, categories are Bond Master and Disciple, Hybrid Saiyan, Goku Family Youth, Saiyan Saga, Bond of Parent and Child, Warriors Raised on Earth, and Giant 8 Power. So yeah, you could do it on Yamcha's team. You can do it on Vegeta and Trunks' team, though at some point you're going to have to stop doing it because Vegeta and Trunks want to be in slot 1 eventually. About the same time, Goku can't really go in slot 1 anymore either, though, so... Interesting. Anyway. End of the video, we have Calcs here. I didn't really put a ton of effort into it. I didn't want to show, like, a ton of stacks, so... I guess, real quick, let me just, this... I should have done this before. 0.2. Then I can just... Alright. This should say... Oh, man, listen. This is after intro. Or I should just put no intro. No intro. Okay. Alright. So. There we go. You can kind of, like, see what's going on with the stats. And I'm trying to restart my link level run. I'm trying to get that going. You know, we've been sitting here for 26 minutes now of me just rambling on about stuff you guys have already reacted to. But, you know, I'm sure somebody is wanting to see this breakdown. So, you know, I'm doing it. We're doing Pride of Cooler's Armor. I do 29.3, by the way, for link leveling, if anybody's curious. Let's see. I think Zangia might be my 500th link level unit. She's got one left. We'll see if she finishes up soon. So I get that video recorded. I'm going to go ahead and charge my phone so that it doesn't die during recordings, too. Anyway, so these are their defensive stats. Right here is Goku's. This is Gohan's. I messed up whenever I first did this. I did 5,000 instead of 5,400. Gohan's was easy. You just add 5,000 to it. But I couldn't remember with Goku, so... But... Yeah, I had to... The first time I looked at him, I thought he was tech. And I calculated this, and I was looking at other people's, and I was like, what am I... Like, what is going on with my brain? But it was just that. So, this is kind of what you're looking at with Goku. Like, this would be kind of like an ideal scenario. So if you're able to get, like, on turn 1, like, against the Metal Cooler Core, you're looking at basically 700,000 defense with 1 super attack, and then he's going to be getting 162,000 per stack. After that intro wears off, he's only getting 130 per stack, so... this is basically what you're looking like. Like I said, you don't really want to look at calcs with these guys too much because they're going to be in so many different scenarios with so many different, like, oh, they have, you know, this many stacks, but no intro, or they still have the intro, but they have 1 stack or no stacks. So, like, these guys are just going to be in so many different scenarios, so many different, like, oh, this time we have support, but no intro, but 3 stacks. But, so I didn't want to take the time to calculate, you know, 3 million different scenarios and try to figure out what's going on, so I just tried to keep it basic. Same thing with Gohan. Oh, always remember, too, that they round down these attack stats, so this will actually be, like, what is this? Let me... Number, there we go. So, yeah, this will just be 162, 269 per stack, even though it's right there on the cusp. It's dumb, but that's pretty sure how it works. So this is, I mean, this, like you can see here, Gohan is not super great defensively. And having no guard and only 30% damage reduction is just not really gonna cut it for him. But, you know, they can stack up to the danger zone that people like. That's the other thing, too. People are like, oh, just give them stacking, and they're, like, instantly good. And it's like, well, are they? Because, like, we can see here, like, they have stacking. Sorry I wasn't zoomed in. I just noticed that. It's like they have stacking, but it's like with the way short content is right now, it's geared around like really short events. So I don't know how much value you're really going to get out of stacking because I don't know how much you're going to be able to stack. Like, let's assume you're ending a fight on turn 6. If you get them on turn 1, you're only going to be able to get like 2 stacks, and then their third turn on turn 5, you'll be able to get like 1 additional stack, and that's it. So I don't really know how much value you're going to get out of stacking right now. Maybe if we do get the theoretical like 15 turn long event, but I don't know. Right now I don't know how much value you're getting out of stacking. You used to say, "Oh, it's a great way to make sure units will be good in the future." It's like, well, the way they've been doing power creep, it's kind of like stacking units. And we've moved towards the shorter content where you can't really stack up that much. And then whenever we do get a long event that you can stack up, how do we know that the long event won't just outstack the stacking units? So, because that's kind of what happened, I guess, with was it the Hybrids team? You know, it's like we got Broly, and that seemed like it should be like a long fight for the Hybrids team, but he just did too much damage, and they couldn't get stacked up enough to really, like, take him on. I mean, I'm sure you can beat the fight, but you know, it wasn't like the legendary events where you can just sit in there and stack and stack and stack, and like the first, 3 to 4 phases aren't doing anything to you for the most part. The legendary Goku event especially. I think people just kind of got lulled to sleep by the legendary Goku event. They just thought, oh, they can just release long events and we can just stack forever and nothing matters because the first few phases can't do anything to us. And these units that stack are just going to be good forever in these long events because they can just stack and, eventually we'll get to a point to where they can't beat us. And it's like, well, I don't know if that's true. But maybe they'll release something and prove me wrong. So hopefully that's, I want units to do well. But I just don't know if events are going to outpace the ability to stack is basically what I'm getting at here. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. I've rambled on for 30 minutes. Most of you probably didn't even make it to the Calcs, or if you did, you probably just skipped here. Which honestly, this is what you should do. You shouldn't listen to my other ramblings. It's stuff you've already heard all day. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.